Busan. The flight was less than an hour, I think, which is pretty convenient. We're only here for a day and a half, so hopefully everything goes well and that we can like do all the things I wanted to see given the short time. So yeah, head that way here. This is the one, yeah, the one with the chicken. This is bomb. This is so good. Yeah, I'm having these. As we only had 1.5 days in Busan, we really had to have quite a, I guess, like rushed itinerary in that sense. We went down to this restaurant, which I cannot pronounce at all, but we decided to have raw marinated crabs here just to kind of compare with Jeju. Our experience here though was not the same. The crabs were actually pretty small and less meaty, so yeah, definitely if you're going between Busan and Jeju, I would highly recommend going for them in Jeju. Those are a lot better, but the abalones here was super delicious, so yeah, maybe worth going if you don't have anywhere else on your mind. I would highly recommend going to Black Up Coffee though. I'm pretty sure it's a franchise, but they do this like sea salt coffee and it's like a salty cheesecake foam. It's so good if you enjoy like the salty sweet combination. They also had this really delicious like squid ink condensed milk bun. It sounds a bit weird because of the squid ink thing, but it really doesn't taste fishy at all. The texture was really like chewy and like soft, and the outside was like crispy too, so honestly just so worth going here. You can't go to Busan without checking out the beach here. It is a coastal town after all, and honestly beaches are still 100% so much better in Australia. You can absolutely fight me on that, but honestly there is something quite different about seeing mountains in the distance. For all my beauty people, there is the best freaking olive young on the coast here, so definitely check this one out. I'm pretty sure it just opened, so we managed to like really capitalize on that because everything was super stocked up. If you're only in Busan for a short period of time like us, I would highly recommend checking out the Sky Capsule train. We had to walk over here from the coast, and I have a feeling that we had kind of gone up the wrong way. We're kind of walking like in between houses and things, but hey, we got there nonetheless. You can buy the train ride tickets in advance, and you can buy one way or like a return ticket. So it's really up to you what you want to do. We only bought a one-way ride, which was a 30-minute train ride, and I still think it was really good because you kind of end up seeing, I guess, the same thing on the way back anyway. It was pretty fascinating to see how they turned the train capsules around. I think that was quite interesting. The views that you get out of this Sky Capsule train are honestly unparalleled, so if you can book your tickets in advance and get yourselves a spot on this train, I would highly recommend doing it. The trains themselves were super clean. There were windows that you can open and close as you liked. There were fans in there too, and also like this little like manual speaker, so you could play music on your phone and it will kind of like echo it out to make it louder. We decided to walk up the coast and go to the skywalk, which was actually free to go to. So if you don't mind walking on glass above water, Highly recommend doing this. Honestly, it was such a cool experience, and there aren't many places honestly that I've gone to where these kind of experiences are free. So that was pretty cool to go and see. You don't have to wear any type of like shoe in particular, but they will give you shoe covers to make sure that you don't damage the glass panels on the bridge. Wow, look at that.
Jesus, Mary Joseph.
와, 진짜 무섭다. Wait, hold on. For dinner, we went to Jagalchi Market, and if you know me, you know that I will not be missing a seafood market if I can help it. There is so much seafood here and everything is moving. It's kind of like a wet market, so if you're not into that, then perhaps this isn't for you, but it really doesn't get fresher than this. If I can give you a tip, it would be to walk around and check out the shops, like put in the effort to go and speak to the owners and check out what their pricing is, because there definitely are some shops that will, I guess, like scalp you. We went with shop 63 and she was super lovely and honestly very reasonable. We got like 13 abalones for 20,000 won, 6 scallops for another 20, and then 4 like big oysters for 10. And she actually suggested we steam them. So I do get the sense that, you know, the larger the oysters are, the more you should probably cook them, even though they are fresh. Wow. Something else to be mindful of is you will have to pay a seating charge and also a cooking charge as well. So for everything that we got, we paid 10,000 won for a sitting charge and then also 20,000 for cooking. It definitely felt like a number that they had just simply plucked out of their head, but it was pretty worth it considering how many side dishes that we got. Last day in Busan. Very bright. Skyscrapers are not really things that I would say that I'll go out of my way to check out, but it was along the way while we were walking through the city on our last day there, so we decided to head over to the Diamond Tower or Busan Tower. You honestly get such incredible views here, and when you actually learn about the history of it, you actually learn that the tower was almost demolished once upon a time, but the people of the city actually protested, and then it was basically like revamped. They really have put in a lot of effort to try and attract more people to come and visit, I feel. And there's also a game that you can play, and once you play the game and I guess get the answer, you can actually get a prize from the gift shop as well. There's some pretty cool things to see and it's quite interactive, so definitely something that's very family friendly if you've got some kids to bring along. We saw a bit online about Biff Square, but I have a feeling that it's more of a night thing than a day thing, but there are some vendors if you're interested to check it out. Okay. Here? Once you make it to the other side, you'll find that there's actually some trails that you can walk on. So if you're keen to be that person who goes for a hike on their holiday, by all means, this is perfect for you. We actually went and did the 70-minute long trail. It was like the longest trail, and there's kind of, I guess, like many different ways to get to that end point. So it's really up to you, but it definitely is a walk. If you're not keen on that, there's an observation deck which you can go to around the station, which we checked out after. We are now halfway in our hike. How you doing?
Getting there. It's, I don't know if that's saying, last day in Busan we decided to do the longest trail at this hike. Well, look at the view.
Okay, we're about halfway now. If you look at the map, we're there, and we started there. Yeah, so we're about halfway, but like it's been downhill stairs, so yeah, let's go to that bridge there. So. Made it to the very end, and now we're just chilling out before we make the whole walk back.
It shouldn't be too bad. I mean, I think just the staircase back
Yeah, the staircase up is going to be horrendous. Yay, how cute. Very cute, but yeah.